Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Diamond. I'm the Intuitive Witch, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to get rid of a narky coworker, boss, an ex, anyone in your life that's causing you a bunch of issues, and someone who feels the need to be dominating over your life. I'm gonna teach you guys how, in simple steps, using jars, I'm going to teach you guys how to get rid of that problem. But first, we're going to give an offering to the goddesses and my guides that we'll be working with today. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna put this to the side and let us begin. Okay, so I have 3 jars. These are $3 jars at my shop that I go to for all my spiritual supplies. So this is really affordable. It's really small in size, but big enough to do what we're gonna want to do with it. So with these jars, I discovered this a little, like, I'm gonna say like a year and a half ago. I started experimenting. I had a really bad, nasty coworker who basically was toxic bully in the work environment. And, you know, they were trying to throw some voodoo on me. Little did they know what I knew how to do and work with. So I just, started getting some stones that I resonated with at that time. Had no idea what I was doing because, again, I just went with what my intuition was guiding me to do. And basically, I got some stones, got some little herbs, and started filling the jar with intention, with my breath, speaking the name of the person. Not only that, but this individual is not like this is a one-time go and like you just getting triggered, your ego's getting triggered. This is like, this individual was like toxic to everyone. This individual was like started to become toxic with me, and the people around me. So that's when I knew we need to do something. Also, filling the jar with honey is something that I did. Something you could do. You could do any type of honey. You can do any type of like jams. You could do syrups if you don't have honey and stuff. You can do anything really, but something that's gonna stick, something that's gonna like weigh something down. Again, the intention is when we put this individual in this jar, energetically speaking, we're going to want to do X, whatever you're wanting to do to X. So insert your problems and your desirable outcomes and have fun. So with these jars, we're going to open up. We're going to set the lids in front. I'm going to put my wand in front. Right. I have some oil that I'll be using. The oils are Art of the Root. I'm going to be using Fiery Wall of Protection. I'm going to be using Uncrossing oil and Reversing oil. And excess oils I just use on me before I start doing the work. Just start uncrossing. The reason why we're going to use these oils is because you want to uncross yourself from this negativity. You want to uncross yourself from these people's energies. And by putting this oil inside these jars, you will see you'll see what I'm saying. Okay. We're going to be using these. We have 3 sets of stones. So you can get as much stones as you are called to get. I'm just gonna be using one of each in each jar. So go ahead and put the stones down. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't remember one of the stones, but we're gonna be using petrified wood. We're gonna be using fire quartz, I think. And then we're gonna be using bloodstone. I think this is bloodstone. Okay. So the reason why I chose these stones at the store is because I need stones that's gonna represent your bloodline, your blood pattern, your ancestors, your cycles that are deep throughout your bloodline, into any incarnations of life. I'm using this this stone right here. I'm using this because it's gonna amplify that fire energy, because my intentions with these series of jars are we're gonna do a little bit of fire magic meets necromancy meets some of my own little flavor. And my intentions are we're gonna sow them into the roots of their own cycles for eternity, until they break free of them, which is unlikely because these types of people don't change in one lifetime, let alone in any lifetime sometimes. So I'm gonna grid these stones in a triangle formation. You can do whatever direction pattern is called that you feel called to do. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so I also, when I'm doing this hex, I have stickers, images, or any type of images. If you don't have images or don't want to use images, you can use symbols, charms, or you can write a petition down. Keep in mind, whatever you use for this, you putting in here, and once you seal it up, you're not reopening. So let it be something that you don't mind letting that be shut for all eternity. So in this instance, I'm not gonna be using no names or scenarios because that's unprofessional. For like client purposes, that's unprofessional. I don't want people to just be like, ooh, who the hell, what's going on in your life? We ain't doing all that. Just know I'm teaching y'all how to do this. We not messy here. So the fool, we got the fool sticker. This person want to be foolish and try to play games and try to be narcissistic at work and think that they can manipulate the whole situation to get supervisors to look at someone like they the piece of crap and they not working. Meanwhile, this person's so foolish running around thinking they're gonna have all this supply, all this new energy and opportunities because of all this supply, and the mask they wear is false. I know what the fool means in tarot, but in this instance, this is why I chose this. Everything's intentional with witchcraft. Don't try to overthink it, because then you're gonna talk yourself out of doing something or doing something correct. So the fool, let this bitch go be foolish. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the image at the bottom, because again, we are trying to bury the bitch, okay? And everything is intentional and everything is different. Like, I've done 2 sets of jars before this and it was different entirety. Like the first set, like I said, a coworker, I drowned the bitch in honey and stones, and you can barely move it. It's not moving. That's how thick that individual ended up getting lupus 6 months after the fact. Another set was someone who was being toxic and trying to have someone killed. And so I did it where it was like more like a dry rub, because you're going to be sterile, your bloodline's going to dry up, you know what I mean, type of thing. And that took a minute, but once it all hit fast for this individual, and now they looking stupid and lonely, so, and by themselves. So this set is more like coworker, boss, but insert your scenario where it fits. Okay. So we have the Empress, because this individual abused their power, abused their energy. The Empress, I know the Empress is full of abundance in life and knows it's not a controlling energy, but it's a very, like, matter of fact, very fruitful, very strategic abundance, like within its domain, within her people. And a bad Empress is someone who is psychotically manipulative to the point where you just can abuse people because you think you can, because you think you have some power, like your ass can't get dethroned or something. So we're gonna put this in the jar, and then we have the Hermit. Straight up, for this individual, I want them to just go back to wherever the hole they came from and that hole they came out of, okay? I start snaking the energy around with Lilith's grid at this point. Did not mention this, sorry. I charged these under some, like a statue of Bastet. So whatever you have, your altar space is fine. A deity, whatever you have is fine. If you don't have something, you can charge it by a candle. You could just, honestly, you could put some flowers by the stuff. Whatever you feel called to, you can charge it under the moon, under the sun, whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you what I did, because I work with Bastet, Sekhmet energy when I start, and Kali when I start coming for hoes, and when I start throwing these hands spiritually. So that's what I work with. What you work with could be totally different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just what I do and what you can do too. Okay. So now we are going to start introducing some sand, black salt, incense, and this is just some bath salt, you know what I'm saying? But this shit, don't sleep on this, okay? And don't smoke this either. So what we gonna do is we gonna bank these bitches first, okay? I use what I'm called to use. You can use whatever you call to use or whatever your budget is called to use. But I'm gonna use what I'm not gonna give you no cups, teaspoons, measurements, or nothing. Okay? You just gonna bank these hoes. The point in doing this, and the symbolism, is you gonna bury these hoes, not with soil, but with sand, because it's drying. Dry these hoes out. Okay. Then we gonna put some black salt. We are going to put some black salt in here for a barrier of protection for yourself. And you're gonna be wondering, why do we need a protection for these bitches? Well, this is gonna be used as a protection to complete a barrier where they can't get up the fuck up out of this contraption you about to do. And protection for you, so nothing just go backfire on your ass. You see what I'm saying? we gonna put some incense up in here. Not a lot. And be careful, this is a mess. We gonna put some incense up in here to keep this burn going. To get some sweetness to spirit, some air energy. And we gonna top it off with this bath salt. Now, this might not make sense if you don't know a lot about certain principles of magic and stuff like that. But a lot of this stuff we would put outside of a candle, depending on what you're practicing. But I'm putting it in the jar. You see what I'm saying? Now, this uncrossing oil, uncross me of the evil spirits that plague you and not me. So mote it be. Excess oil come off. Use that on you. Don't waste it. All right. Reverse your negative intentions and energy from out of me back into you. You're going to want this oil on you as well. This jar signifies their living vessel, their temple. You are a living being performing this act. So you need to cleanse your temple and also adorn your temple with these hoes. When you start physically seeing their lives go to hell and yours improve, that's when all this incense, that's when all this oil kick into your temple, baby. And you're gonna start having a festival. Okay, so fiery wall of protection. We close portals and seal your fate as we seal this jar. So mote it be. Sayonara. Or sayonara, whatever. Okay. So now that we have completed that oil, we have some stuff from the apothecary. We are going to use Devil's Claw. I like using this Devil's Claw in my jars. It just bites back. You know what I'm saying? I just go in there, feel what I need, put it in. When I'm putting stuff in, if I'm not saying it out loud, I am stating intentions and instructions for each ingredient in my head. So in case we were not aware and I did not tell you that, and state your intentions out loud, like I just showed you with the oil, or state it in your head. We have some horsetail. This one is real healing. However, you're gonna be using some healing against these bitches. So sprinkle some of this in here. May you not find remedies to the problems that you've reaped. And chaparral, I don't know, but I know what it do. This one's a guarantee. Kick that bitch down and keep a boomerang effect coming back. Where are we at with this time? All right, not bad. Try not to have a long video. Okay. So now that we have everything, I like to just, let it shake it a little bit, let it sit, let it ferment a little bit. So now we have this base. You should be able to use your hands to feel energy. I can feel that these jars are full of energy and they are hot at the tops. You are going to take your stones. You have oil in your hands, residue. You are going to shake these stones until they become hot or warm to the touch. We are magnets and we can conduct energy. We can throw energy at people, they can throw energy at us. Things can stick, we can repel. It's as easy as that. So we are using this fire magic energy to conduct from our source of living, our goddess energy, into these stones which are already living. And we are giving them the instructions. So at this time, you really want to give these crystals and stones this instructions to each jar specifically, or if it's for the same purpose. May you become barren and your bloodline dry up. Ooh, sorry. Y'all got to hear that little ooh. Throw that in there once you do that. Don't close it yet, we ain't done. May you lose your kingdom and forever be someone's peasant or servant, like you treat others. In this last one, I have to do that over again because I'm only got 2 hands. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Hold on a second. It's a mystery. Oh, it's right here. Okay, sorry about that. So, we gonna do this. We gonna heat these up. Oh, hold on. That's the first time I ever had some clap back like that. Oh my god, that's so fun. That means this bitch is that means this bitch ancestors love them. Hold on a second. What? This some bullshit. Spirit. You know what? Hold on. Woo! Okay, I got the stone back. Okay, so the joke, I started cracking myself up before I got back on here. I said, they must have not loved them enough because I found it. Anyways, so, bruh, with this hermit, go back to where you came from, bitch. Okay, so now we gonna gridlock this again with the wand. If you have a wand, you can use a wand. If you don't have a wand, use your finger. Okay, so we're just basically sealing energy with intentions at this point. So, still in the front, because we ain't done. I need to grab some honey real fast. So, you can use honey, whatever honey you have, or you can use some syrup, okay? We're gonna start out with using some honey. Have everything stick to you like this honey do. Okay, boo? Shoulda not have tried it, boo. Create that layer. Yes. Okay, this is some expensive honeys. I'm not using all this like this. I'm low, so that's why I got this. Also, to show y'all, y'all can use whatever you want. Be careful, because this is not as clean. So, get your syrup. Fill that hoe up. Fill that hoe up. Drown them hoes. Drown them hoes. Okay. Okay, so now I just put my hands and start using my energy to start sealing this shit before I close the jar. And because we using honey, we got some ocean oil honey. Throw some ocean, just a little splash. I don't got that much left, so yeah, just a splash. Yeah, just a splash, just a drop, because that's all we got left. Okay. Now, seal any last instructions, intentions, say your final words. Sometimes I will put things like my dried roses from altar areas, or fresh flowers, like kind of like your last goodbyes, as you know them. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna be the same once you do what you do to them. But now I have this little pouch. We're gonna seal it off. At this time, you seal it off with whatever you want to seal it off with, but this is when I'm gonna put some special in here. Basically, conjuring your bones to your decisions and cycles, bitch. Don't play with me. And we won't have to play back, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't play nice over here. Okay. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to spray yourself or your surroundings with some uncrossing spray. We got some uncrossing spray here. So, you know, just spray. And, you know, I take and go reverse, you know, and state anything like, let your ass rot for 500 years, ho, and then close it up. Whatever you want to do. And then you can seal it with breath. You can seal it with this intention. I'll seal you up till you rot, ho, for 500 years or something. And you can even go some more to be. You can even do it like this. So let your rod hold for 500 years and then go and get more of a fog in there with your breath and then shut it. But now these are shut. We're just gonna be sealing them further. We're gonna be gridding them again. Bastet, segment, Isis. Guard, protect these until our last breaths. Notice how I say "are" because these hoes is gonna be stuck in this cycle, and you gonna be the guardian over these hoes in their cycle. So you don't want these to ever open up unless you want that shit to come wild and all these things come slap you back. So you seal these, you don't ever open them up, okay? That's why we say our last days. So, we are setting intentions, setting guardians. I mean, sometimes I be pulling tarot cards for people's fates. Sometimes I be assigning demons to jars specifically, but this, we are just having Bastet, segment, Isis, watch over this and our protection, and act as these as Coptic jars. Now, the end result, you should be able to see inside your jar, and any layer that you created, anything that's floating, it will, you know, get more settled in and ferment over time, but you should be able to see. So this is exactly what I want it to look like and be like: a swamp down here full of rot, full of they bullshit, and full of their ancestral trauma and cycles. Same as this. All of them are looking. Now, the ones that look different, you have to question yourself. They look darker, dingier, different, or more dense and deep because they may have had heavier intentions towards you, or, I mean, it fits the crime, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can keep these on your altar. Like, I have some of these on my altar space. You can kind of have them, like, you know, sitting around wherever, but you can get like a little suitcase, little thing that has cutouts, and have it like, you know, you open them up and you have your little babies in there, you know what I'm saying? Your little trinkets, little toys. Sometimes if you just wanna get mad and you know, you just shake a bitch up, just shake their jaw. See their life get a little shaky and a little wobbly, you know what I'm saying? Again, these are for people that have justified issues with someone that is trying to manipulate, control their life, take advantage of them when the legal system, when the justice system, and when HR don't hear you or see you or care. Okay? So, with that being said, I hope you liked this video. I hope that this was helpful, and go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and let me know if you guys like this, and let me know how it works for y'all if you try it. All right? All right. Thank you. Namaste.